if you've ever thought about purchasing a vacation rental property down in the Panhandle, Panama City Beach 38, or maybe you own one and you're just looking at improving the business aspect of it, you're really going to enjoy this. My name's Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. I'm very excited to be here today with Shank, owner of Panhandle Beach Getaways. Ann's been in the condo market early 2000s or before that?
Started in 1993, purchasing my first property, and the rest is history.
There you go. Panhandle's been around, you told me, since
about 2005
Okay.
is when I hired my first employee.
And they're now up to managing over 600 properties in the market. Very robust operation. Ann's very experienced on the management side. She's owned plenty of real estate, so she really understands what it means to own and operate a vacation rental. So without further ado, Shank, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
I'm seriously very excited about this. I think a lot of people hear the idea of, oh, let's go down to the beach, buy a vacation rental property, and we're going to make a lot of money. It's going to be very easy. And that's not always the case, is it?
No, one of the first things I tell owners is you are now in business and you're in a partnership. So it's no longer just a getaway. Every time you come down, there's always something to do. There's just a lot of things that go along with allowing other people into your property and renting it, and what the expectations are from the guest. And it's very different than if it's just your beach getaway.
Right. So if someone's thinking about making a purchase, what are some of the things you think are important for them to be thinking about? What criteria might they consider would potentially make a good vacation rental property?
Location to the beach, and if we're speaking about Panama City Beach in particular, I honestly tell people to shy away from the 2 bedrooms and go towards smaller or larger, because there's not as much competition. There are a lot of 2-bedroom, 2-baths out there.
Okay.
So, that's one thing. It depends on the property. Every property is unique. So some of the floor plans do better in some properties than others. So I drill down to the specifics of where you're going to buy, and then within that property, where you're going to make the most money.
Right.
And then what you're looking for yourself, for your family.
Right.
So if you want a 3-bedroom, then let's stick with that. If you don't care and you're looking strictly for revenue, then we'll talk about that.
Okay. And location matters, floor plan matters within the building. I can think of a few projects where they may have 2 or 3 different 1-bedroom plans. And would you agree one of those plans generally rents way better than one of the others?
Well, I wouldn't say way.
Okay.
But yes. So the 1-bedrooms that have the master on the Gulf will tend to do better than the 1-bedrooms with the master off the Gulf with the bunks. Even though the 1-bedroom on the beach with the master on the Gulf is smaller square footage wise, and it may even sleep less, it'll actually do more. Again, it is building specific.
Right.
Floor matters a lot. So in a building like Splash, people are more comfortable with lower floors because they're concerned about the balconies for their kids.
Okay.
So, and in other buildings, that's not necessarily the case.
I've heard that also, theories on less rides in elevators,
That too.
maybe easier to access a unit by the stairs when
Correct.
elevators are busy, things like
Right.
that. You mentioned the Panama City Beach market. How about the 30A market? What are some things for people to key in on there? We cover both markets. You're in both markets. What stands out to you there if someone's trying to just drill down and decide where to buy, or what could make a good vacation rental over there?
Well, the price per square foot is higher on 30A.
Mm-hmm.
So again, they have to figure out how much they want to spend. And then I know specific areas that do well. So I just try to find out what they're looking for, and then I'll analyze that property and
Okay.
figure out what the income will be for that. And really what they're looking for, it's a combination of things.
Sure. Okay, let's talk for a second then about, we're under contract, we've come down, we've decided where we're going to be, we've got a contract, or maybe we're already an owner and we're just not quite satisfied with the revenue or how we're running this business. What are some of the things, especially a new owner, needs to be thinking about before they get to closing? What kinds of things are they going to need to take on besides just purchasing this unit?
So the most important things for the success in let's say a beachfront condo is the decor.
Okay.
Decor, floor, beds are some of the most important things. So my first question is going to be, I want to see the pictures. So decor plays a huge part, the difference can be 20 to 25% difference. Let's say a splash one bedroom, beautifully decorated, and one that still looks like it did when it was originally purchased. The difference could be, let's say, $30,000 in one and $40,000 in another. It's a big difference. So the amount that you'll put into it, normally you'll get back within a year. Normally, I mean, it depends on how much you spend. It could take more than that, but people are looking for a nice place to stay. And so the nicer the pictures, which has to do with the decor, and then the bedding. People are always looking for kings over queens.
Okay.
And they're always looking for queens over bunks.
Okay.
But if you have 3 or more bedrooms, you can do bunks in the third bedroom. And I always say the more the merrier. So if you can do queen full over full, it means that 2 adults could sleep on that instead of, twin bunks are uncomfortable for most adults. So if you put it full over full in the room, it just gives more sleeping, and it's just a bigger bed.
And you mentioned floors. Are you talking flooring, specifically the flooring, or floor height in the building?
Floor height in the building, usually the floors between 5 and 10 do the best.
Okay.
You can go up a little bit if it's like Tidewater and it's 30 stories, then you could go up higher, say maybe 15. But flooring too, but that's just part of the decor.
Okay.
No carpet. Carpet is out. 100%'s got to go.
All right. We talk the same thing, or similar messaging we send. We talk a lot to people about the importance of the visuals. Remember, 15, 20 years ago, we would call the front desk and they would just put us in the rental pool and you would just land wherever you landed. You didn't know what you were going to get. Now, everybody's very consumed with where they're going to stay, what it looks like, and so making sure it looks great, obviously, and it sounds like it translates to real money.
It translates to 25% more, and happy guests, and 5-star reviews.
Good reviews, right?
And people talking about it. So it matters a lot. It matters more now than ever.
Right. How about from the management standpoint of things? Plenty of people try to self-manage. What does Panhandle offer of all these things they have to be thinking about that can help make this an easier, less stressful endeavor?
Well, as a professional property management company, we handle everything. This is what I tell owners. You make sure it's beautiful inside, we take care of the rest. And we will even help you make it beautiful inside.
Right.
So they have to, the owners just need to make sure that the property is really nice. And then from that point on, we will take care of the housekeeping, inspections, maintenance. We will get them involved with any maintenance. We pay all the sales and use tax. Of course, we do all the marketing. We do the professional photography. We've been doing this for a long time, so we come up very high in search. So there's between the marketing and just doing everything to make it easy. They log into their portal. They can see what's been booked. They can owner book there. We take care of their cleans when they leave. Really, the only thing the owner has to be concerned with is the upkeep of the interior of the property.
Okay. And owners, I'm assuming on your program, maybe I shouldn't assume that an owner can stay in their unit when they want to stay in their unit. I know it's a misconception or a question I feel quite often that, hey, I'm going to buy this condo and we're going to rent it out. Can I ever stay there, or when can I stay there?
Yeah, that's funny. I think some companies years ago used to restrict during prime time.
Okay.
Because I hear that a lot. We tell the owners it's their condo or home and they get to stay as much as they want. They just have to understand that they need to remove that income from that top line because they've decided to stay and not rent. So if something was going to gross $40,000 a year and they want to stay 2 prime weeks and it's $2,500 a week, it's going to do $35,000.
Understood.
So, yeah.
One thing that was a little unplanned, we hadn't talked about potentially discussing this today, but what do you see for the vacation rental market in our area? And talk specifically 38 market, Panama City Beach market. I know they're very different. What do you see for both of those markets going forward in 2021 and maybe a little beyond?
You mean as far as income? What do you mean exactly?
Yeah, vacation rental income. We just talked before we got on camera about Panama City Beach now being the #2 emerging market in the world according to TripAdvisor.
Crazy.
Right. So, what do you think about the rental market doing, the vacation rental market doing over the next year and beyond?
I think that of all the years I've been in this business, the business has always been there. It's a drive-to destination.
Right.
It's becoming more than that. But in the past, it's always been a drive-to. People are figuring us out, so they are starting to fly here. There's more flights here daily. There's more nonstop. Southwest has just announced that they are coming to the Destin Fort Walton Beach and doing direct flights from Nashville and Dallas and some other cities. That just happened. So I don't see. I see the market staying strong. I think this year will be very good. I mean, we've been hurt, of course, by the virus and the spring breaks not happening for a lot of colleges. But that'll be short-lived, and when things get back to normal, I think everybody's going to want to go on vacation. So,
right. Everybody wants
I
to
think
get out.
I think that this is going to continue. This will always be a great vacation destination. We've got the prettiest beaches and prettiest water in our country. So, once people figure us out and it's reasonable, and it's getting easier to get to, and we there's so many areas can drive here. So. No, I don't see this. I see it just growing.
Yeah, I think it's an exciting time for the area.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you again for today. A little commercial plug we didn't mention earlier. We are sitting in 13 Hub Lane, also owned by Miss Ann here, and so she can certainly help you out if you need to decorate your new purchase or you're redecorating. Come by and see Ann at 13 Hub Lane. And again, thank you very, very much for this today. I thought there was a lot. We touched on a lot of things that I think will help people going forward with the vacation rental business.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. We'll see you next time.